Hello class. I figured it would be a good idea to introduce myself and to introduce you to a course that I put on. My name is Mr. Wallace, and I've been at Central now for a number of years. I actually graduated from Central twice with 2 different degrees, one back in the mid-90s and one more recently in the last, went to school about 5-6 years ago here. One of the things I try to do in all of my online courses is to make my my Canvas sites look very similar. So if you take one course from me, you will be acclimated to basically how I develop and design all my courses. I do this so that students can have an easier time of navigating, and so that they're not having to relearn and learn new things for one instructor over the course of their time in the retail management program. So that said, I wanted to take you through a little tour of the Canvas website so that you know how to navigate through Canvas, and so that you can successfully access the work that you will need to do. I've got it showing in the instructor view, which is a little bit different. You won't see these items here, nor will you see these buttons here. These are just for me to have shortcuts to those items when I need to make updates. But you will see all the items on the navigation pane over here that are in the dark black font. So let's go ahead and get started. So let's get started on the little tour, if you will, through our Canvas website for this course. This is the home page that you'll come to. It'll be the same. You'll see some things over here to your right when things are coming up, due dates, changes, things like that. Again, you'll see different information here than I will see, mostly because of the fact that I'm in an instructor view. And in order to show you some of the elements of the modules of the course, I need to keep it in an instructor view so that I can show you those things. Right now they'd be restricted if I was in student view. So the first thing you need to know is that there's some basic navigation over here. There's a couple things that you might want to check out. This is just takes you to our website. If you want to find out how an ITAM degree can really help you in your career, help you to get a job that will be sustainable, that'll be interesting, that'll have you doing something that you enjoy doing and getting paid for it, I'd encourage you to check out this information here. This is vital to a lot of what's going on in the world in terms of jobs that are available and how long-lasting those jobs are. So I'd encourage you, check this out. Next link that you see is the Read Me First. The Read Me First link has just some general information on it, not specific necessarily to our course, but it's not loading up right now, it doesn't look like. So let's go on to the announcements. When I have an announcement to make, I will post it here, and you will see it show up here with a variety of things. Maybe it's a correction to a due date, maybe it's an update of something, maybe it's just a bit of information that I think is interesting that I want to share with the class. So be checking this section regularly. Every day you should check your announcements page. You should always be checking also daily your inbox. Your inbox up here is what you're going to be getting messages from me when I give you feedback on assignments and things like that. So you want to make sure you're checking both those locations on a daily basis to get that information. So now let's take a look at the syllabus. You'll want to check this out early on. You're going to want to read through the syllabus. I've put it here, it's a PDF. It's a number of pages, but you do need to read through them all. There is a syllabus quiz that I'll show you in just a moment you will need to pass with 100% in order to be able to move forward in the course. Now, you can see down below that it has populated a list of all the assignments. Now, this is obviously old information from June, but it's this is what you'll see, something similar to this in this section below the syllabus. Now, a word of caution: if you choose to select your assignments from here, you will be able to access them if they're open and available to you. However, I have put into the modules important information that if you access the information for your assignment from here, you won't get the information you need to complete the assignment correctly. And I won't make an exception or grant an extension for a failure to access the information correctly. So use this as a way to check due dates, things like that, but do not access the information by clicking on the link here. By doing so, you run the risk of losing credit on those assignments, even if you submit them on time, because you may not be submitting them correctly. Okay, so let's move to the next area. This is the modules section. This is where you need to go for everything. When it comes to all deliverables, all information related to deliverables that is not delivered by way of announcement or through your inbox, you need to find that information in this modules link. Very, very critical. The introductory module is the first thing you'll be doing. I've set up a orientation videos help page, and you need to view this item. And if you need some help with just certain things in Canvas, the most common things that people have questions about are all located here. So if you need to click on something, it'll take you to a guide, and it'll show you some information about what you're having a question about. Okay, let's go back into our modules folder here. When you are done with that, you will take the Canvas student orientation quiz. And when you're done with that, and you have to score at least an 8 out of 10 to move forward in this module, you'll go to the student expectations page. You just need to read through this. It has some information taken from the syllabus, some just kind of highlights, but don't use this as a replacement for the syllabus. This is information that is from the syllabus, but it's also intended to state it more than once so that you will remember these very important policies. Then, of course, you'll need to make sure you've read that syllabus. We showed you that already under the syllabus link here. It's a PDF file. You'll just need to download that. And then after you're done doing that, you'll need to take the syllabus quiz. Now, you will need to score at least 100% to move forward on the syllabus quiz. So you cannot access these next modules, the module 1, 2, or any of the other information. You can't access this information until you have completed the introductory module. To complete this, you must have viewed the pages that require viewing and have taken the syllabus quiz and the Canvas student orientation quiz. Now, as you get into the modules, you will see that I've tried to set them up very consistently. I've tried to follow a format of read, of view, any assignments that might be there, and quizzes. I try to follow that same format from top to bottom. There's not as much in the welcome module here in the module 1, but you'll always need to go to the welcome to module, whatever the module is, page. You will need to go here. It just gives you some brief information. I'm also uploading some videos with just some additional information into these pages, but it gives you kind of the layout of what's expected during this module week. Okay? What we'll do is we'll go back and check the modules again here. You can see that there's a couple of things. There's an ebook. Now this ebook is going to be related to what's coming up in another module, but even still, it's good to get started early, like you saw in the syllabus there. There's a couple of easy assignments here to do, and you'll note that there are some things to accomplish there. There's no quiz in Module 1, and then you'll just continue on. Everything you need to know will be located in this modules setting. That's to make sure that you have a single source for your information. It just makes it easier for online students to be able to do that. Now you'll notice in this particular class that I'm using for this video, this is for the RMT 340 class. You may not see the exact same assignments in the video that's playing for your class, because I'll be using this video in a variety of my RMT classes. But you should note that there are times where there's multiple quizzes due during a week instead of just only one on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And sometimes you'll also notice that there's a discussion board component to a submitted assignment. You'll want to make sure that if you see those, that you understand what's expected of you. And to do that, I've provided some steps that you can read through to help you understand that. So basically, in a nutshell, that's it. To access assignments, all you do is you click on the link, and then you'll click on the document. You'll read through the instructions in the document. There's a neat little feature here where if you want to preview the document, as long as your browser is set up to do this, it will load it into there. You can see how I'm dragging that right there. This makes it so I can see more of the screen there. So you can look through the assignment, get a sense of what's going to be expected. You can also, if you'll notice, I'm going to go back to that other page. You'll notice that the let me see, the discussion boards have a different icon, assignments have a different icon, and quizzes have a different icon. So that's just something to help you. Oh, these are just informational pages. They're called wikis in the Canvas nomenclature, but it's just basically it's just a HTML page that has instructions on it. So those are some of the basics there. When you go to take quizzes, in most cases, quizzes, unless otherwise stated, are you get multiple attempts, and you will have you need to achieve a score of at least 80%. If you on your first attempt achieve a score of 70%, I expect that you would take that quiz again if it's available, to try to achieve a score of 80%. And usually there's up to 3 times that you have for quizzes to do that. The last thing I want to show you is the gradebook. Now, on this particular class, let me pause the video for just a second while I access that information. And so what you'll see in the gradebook is that there's all the assignments are listed in here. You'll notice that there may be sometimes where something will show up that says it's not being used. That's just an assignment that I might have in the Canvas website. It will not impact your score in any way for your grades, but sometimes I might bring up you know, a extra credit assignment or something like that, and I store those sometimes on the Canvas site. If they are to be used, you will get an announcement about that. I would ask you not to complete these assignments unless they are specifically from the module folders section. The other thing I want to point out to you is how you have this. There's these grading categories here. Now there's a duplicate here that I'll have to remove, but the ones that you need to pay attention to are assignments, participation, exams, CCQs, and final project. Now, the important thing for you to note here is this. Each one of these represents 20% of your grade, but you must get enough points in each one of these to get at least 60% of all the available points in that category. You must do that for all 5 of these to pass the class. It's possible for you to have 100%, 100%, 100%, 100%, and then only 59% here and still not pass the class. One of the course requirements that is very important that you understand is that you must pass all 5 of these grading categories with a minimum score of 60% to be able to pass the class. That's very, very important. So don't fall behind, and don't not do assignments, because that can really impact you. The other thing you'll note in the syllabus is there is a clause that says that if you miss 2 assignments, meaning if you choose not to turn in 2 assignments, the best grade you can get is a C. That only applies to assignments that impact this assignments grading category. It does not have to do with any participation, CCQs, or final projects. Those ones will not impact it. It's only the ones that fall in that category. And that's your weekly assignments, the deliverables that I have you do for individual credit. Okay, that's about it. I think that we are all done with our little tour here. If you have questions, please contact me. Let me know through a Canvas message. Canvas messages are easy to send. You just click on your inbox, and you can type in a name, and then away you go. All right, take care.